right, so Joel, we did 3 basic throws, the transition drill, which is 3 basic positions, and then ultimately 3 submissions. There's obviously a lot more to it than that, so in your opinion, how important is just doing the technique versus being able to fight or roll with this?
It's a great point, Renshi. A lot of the time when you're a beginner, you want to just roll and say, hey, let's fight, you know, which is awesome when you're a beginner, but if you don't have the techniques, you don't have the step-by-step, then your fighting is going to suffer as a result. So it's important that we drill, just like in kickboxing. We have to do the basic punches and basic kicks, that way when you go to fight, you don't necessarily have to think about, okay, what do I do here? It's just automatic for you, so drills.
So the point there is, let's make sure we have the technique. You got to come to class to get the technique. This video is to remind you of what to do to prepare for your test. This is not an all-inclusive explanation. But like Joel said, we got to be able to know the technique and do the technique precisely and cleanly. Come to class and do that. Then you have to perform these techniques on your test. So your first test, depending on what belt system you have, could be for a stripe or for a colored belt. This first test is going to additionally require you to demonstrate the technique, kind of by the numbers, and then you have to be able to fight with the technique. We need to see you guys doing these throws, doing these position changes, and then ultimately getting into a submission where you can finish the fight. So you have to be able to do that while you're fighting. You have to be able to do the technique and demonstration. Don't forget, we're also going to ask you to do push-ups and some sort of ab drill like up and outs or sit-ups and some squats. It's just 15 for the first rank, which is pretty simple. We want everybody to feel like when you first come in, you got time to grow. So we're going to do it like that for the first test.
Absolutely.
Thanks. All right, guys. Curtis Robinson here with my good friend Joel Fountain. We're going to go through some other throws and techniques for your second rank. Jennifer's going to be doing our production here, so we always want to thank those people who are putting this together. Remember that we're not teaching you all the techniques. You come to class for that. This is a reminder. You can go through our playlist and kind of see what you need to do. So remember, for your first test, regardless of your belt ranking system, probably you're looking at 3 throws that you can do well, 3 position changes like the transition drill, and then maybe 3 good submissions to finish the fight, plus some physical fitness. We're going to do, in addition to those, you have to be able to do 3 new. So we're now up to roughly 6 different throws. So remember the first 3 we did last time. Here are 3 new throws that we're going to start with. All right, guys, for your second test, we're looking at 3 new throws, and these are some of the throws that you should probably be thinking about. All right, so for your second test, you need to know some guard sweeps. These are the 3 guard sweeps that I recommend, and you could use other techniques, but this is the recommended techniques. Here we go. And those are your 3 guards, right?
Yep, good.
All right, guys, so 3 submissions. And since we were talking about guard sweeps, let's do them from the guard. Here they are. And those are your 3 submissions.